Hey friends, welcome back to Owlets Tarot. I'm Jason. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, what's wrong with you? No, just kidding. Thank you. I appreciate you all so very, very much. This is going to be a general collective for the month of July. Or whenever you come across it. The readings are timeless. We click on them when we are meant to. Anything you need to know about this channel is down in the description box below. If you enjoy my content, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and consider perhaps subscribing if you enjoy my content. I'd greatly appreciate it, as I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Time is a valuable, precious commodity, and I don't take for granted at all the fact that, you've chosen to spend some time with me. It's an honor, truly, so thank you. Alright. I drew your cards ahead of time, and I just flipped them over before I pressed record. So just give me 1 second. What do we have going on here? This is a general collective for Virgo. I'm repeating that because I'm not positive I said that the first time. I may have said Sagittarius. Upon meditating on your energy, Sagittarius keeps coming up. There's like a Virgo, Sagittarius connection with someone. Maybe you've got Sagittarius in your chart. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, I always encourage you to check your moon and your rising and see if there's anything useful for you there. But let's get this going, all right? Dear friends, my beautiful virgins. Well, she's obviously not a virgin. Alright, we start out with the Seven of Pence, which in this deck is called Patience. And then we have Past Lives, which in a standard deck would be the Moon card. Followed by Leo energy, Courage, the Strength card. Alright, so let's hit this top row first, and then we'll get into the bottom row. Patience, and then Past Lives. What I'm feeling is that there's a lot of metaphorically speaking, planting seeds for a successful tomorrow. Recognizing this cyclical nature that you have perhaps been or felt you've been trapped in. As I said, this is indicative of the moon card in standard tarot. So with this patience in past lives, it feels very strongly like what it is that you're putting so much effort into, what it is that you are trying to ensure is in a particular order. You don't want to skip any steps. But notice, the cycles of the moon in this Seven of Pence right into the moon card, which also has this very kind of repetitive feel to it. And no, it's not lost on me that, the word repetitive popped into my head, and we're dealing with a card that in this deck is called Past Lives. This could be healing some ancestral trauma, I'm hearing shit that isn't yours, cleaning up shit that isn't yours. Yeah, and you need to have courage in the face of, pardon me, any demands, any anybody telling you how to do things, how to go about doing things, making you feel as though your way is incorrect, making you feel as though there's an easier way. This isn't about turning away from valuable advice. This isn't about turning down help. This is about recognizing that you can stand firm, tall and purty, all on your own. As long as you have the courage and the stamina, the willpower to slow down. When I said that, I was looking at, Seven of Pence, patience. But down here on your bottom row, we've got the Knight of Pence, which is titled Slowing Down. Because the Knight of Pence, this is an energy that doesn't make frivolous mistakes, that goes about things in a very thought out, methodical manner. Very much so, having a mission, but knowing that patience is the key. Keep in mind who won that race between the tortoise and the hare, and why. Slowing down is followed by inner voice, which in this deck is the High Priestess. this is great to see, because, we're coming off the heels, pardon, of, the Patience card, and then this whole idea of repetition and needing to know how to change things, to change the dynamic, to change how you feel, to change not change, but rather to regain your confidence and see more clearly. That your intuitive nudges are right on the money. Do not deny them, especially if you're denying them because someone has made you feel trapped within an idea of who you are or who you are supposed to be. Keep in mind, it's not for them to define at all. Could be referring to a family member, a friend, a loved one, whoever at this time is occupying your mind. God damn my body. But after Inner Voice, the last card in the spread is Completion, which is the World card. Finally putting in that missing piece that gives you the whole picture. And notice that the last piece that's being put into this puzzle is it's being held up at least to the third eye, talking about intuition. All right, so very quickly, let's run through this. We've got patience and a belief in the natural progression of the process. We've got breaking free of old thought patterns that aren't healthy for you, or that have just simply run their course, and you're now in a place where you feel as though there isn't much potential for growth, isn't much potential for forward movement. There's stagnation in the feeling of this card. And it's up to you to adapt the strength and to tap into the courage that you have in spades. It's very much about adapting that strength. Quelling the doubts and stoking the fire. Slowing down to make sure that each step that you take forward is yours, is based on the choices that you're making, and not moving forward with your head kind of full of others' chatter, others' opinions about who you should be, shouldn't be, just all that heavy horse shit. When you're the motherfucking high priestess here, right? You're awake to this. You're privy. You're finding that ability to sit quietly and with knowing amid turmoil, but recognizing that sometimes it's best just to not waste your energy in trying to get someone to see something different, because they have to come to it on their own terms. We're all unique. We all learn what we learn when we learn it. We know what we know when we know it. But this is inner knowing. This inner voice is inner knowing. And there is the ability for completion here. Completion of this cycle. So that you, my dear, can move on to the next. And move out of this. Okay, crowning the read, we have No Thingness, which is the Hierophant card. As you can see, it's a very beautiful card, very detailed. What it is filled with, though, is utter potential. Also, I'm being told to show these two cards together. You're able to create whatever you want. Don't rush into it and create something that isn't yours, that isn't your passion project. Underscoring the read, subconscious energy, we've got abundance, represented by a lovely hippie version of the the King of Pence. So abundance is available. Completion. The ability to fill up your own blank slate. Once this cycle has finished, you've got a clean slate. You've got the ability to write your next chapter. Yeah, and that's beautiful. I pulled you guys 3 Lenormand cards. Where is my tissue? Hold on. I have no idea. And what we have here, we have the tree, we have the cross, and we have lilies. And let me just read the little poems that are on each card. This is the Bluebird Lenormand. So for tree, it says, one tree from earth is best to see. It springs from birth, good help for thee. Good help for thee. And if the tree should reappear close to the querent, your goal is near. Your goal's near. In the middle, we have the cross. A cross weaves pain, historically sad. A distance too close means tidings are bad. Suffering increases when the cross is near, but burdens can lift if you persevere. And what I'm feeling here is really not getting tied down with others' beliefs. I'm also hearing to remind you that you are allowed to take what makes sense to you and push away the rest. This is your spiritual journey. And this cross could have a lot to do with, you know, this feeling of being controlled. That's not really the right term, but I think if you resonate with this reading, you kind of know what I mean, what I'm getting at. All right, and lastly, we have lilies. Lilies are white. Green leaves surround, the outlook is bright, and passion will abound. When this card rests higher, it means good disposition. The card resting lower is a dubious position. All right, well, there is no higher or lower because they're all side by side. But I feel like if you have the passion, the courage, the patience, then the outlook is bright. Things will change. You will feel more grounded, more stable. And by the time we reach the end of a cycle, it's great to feel stability before we move on to the next chapter. All right, dear friends, let me grab you a soul card. Two. And my hip just popped. It's fun, aging bodies. Let's take the one on top. All right, so one fell out, and we're going to use this one as the crowning energy. So whatever these cards mean to you, stir in you, however they may tie into the reading, if the reading resonated, and this is kind of both a crowning feel. And then last, we have this very powerful image. And if we view this as, you know, the subconscious energy, then we have to hold it up to this. And what I see here is the ability for this, right? But this is before the courage kicks in. Okay? So trust in yourself, Virgo. Because, yeah, you're definitely going through a very beautiful cycle this month. Just stay on top of, be aware of, listen to what others are saying, listen to what they're not saying, the spaces in between. And I think everything's gonna go your way this month. All right, dear friends, it's been a pleasure. Until we see each other again, take great care of yourselves, take care of those around you. I love each and every one of you for watching, and we will see each other again back here soon. All right, bye, dear friends.